Okay, so let's just get right into it. If you're a developer and you've been using AI coding tools, you've probably felt this really weird mix of incredible power and, well, maybe a little bit of guilt. We're going to break down that exact feeling using a fantastic article by Christopher Madsen as our guide to ask the big question: are we cheating, or are we just creating in a totally new way?
And boom, right there. Madsen just cuts straight to the heart of it with this one line. It's that secret little thought so many of us have, right? Even when the code works perfectly and the project is a huge success. It's that nagging feeling in the back of your head that maybe you took a shortcut you shouldn't have. So let's unpack that. Where does that feeling even come from?
Because let's be honest, when you first start using an AI coding assistant, it doesn't feel like cheating at all. It feels like you've just unlocked a new level in a video game. All of a sudden, you've got this incredible superpower. And this is what that superpower looks like in real life. Suddenly, you can build things so much faster. You can try out wild new ideas without that old fear of just getting completely stuck for hours on some stupid syntax error. And maybe the best part? You can finally start tackling those huge, ambitious projects that before just felt way too overwhelming to even think about. It's this amazing feeling of freedom. But then, almost immediately after that incredible high of creating something awesome, comes the crash, that sinking feeling of being a total fraud. And this is what's so real about Madsen's article. He just perfectly captures that quiet, nagging voice of doubt in your head. It's the one that whispers stuff like, "You didn't really build this," or the absolute classic, "A real developer would have typed all of this out by hand." It just completely undermines your accomplishment and makes you feel like an imposter, even when the thing you built works perfectly. And all of this internal conflict, it leads to a really profound question. Have we all been conditioned to believe that the struggle, that the hard part itself, was always the point? This comparison right here gets to the absolute core of it. The old belief, the one that's been hammered into so many of us, was that the harder you struggled, the more your work counted. If it came too easily, it felt cheap, like it didn't mean anything. But the reality with AI is totally different. The work becomes, as Madsen puts it, lighter, easier, gentler. And the craziest result? Instead of feeling smarter or more powerful, you can actually end up feeling, well, less real. But this is where the whole perspective starts to flip. The key is realizing that the most important part of the work, the real work, was always yours to begin with. This is the breakthrough question, isn't it? What if we've been measuring the wrong thing this whole time? What if the value was never about the physical act of typing every single character, but about something much, much deeper? Because look, the AI can't do any of this stuff. It can generate code, sure, but the core of creation has always been human. It's your idea, your vision. It's your direction guiding the whole project. It's you making the critical decisions, and it's your deep understanding of how and why it all works together. And maybe most importantly, it's about your taste, that impossible to define sense of what just feels right. That's the real craft. I absolutely love this reframe from the article. AI isn't a substitute for your creativity. Just think of it like this. It's a tool that smooths the path. It removes all that boring, tedious friction that used to stand between you having a brilliant idea and you actually bringing that idea to life. And this quote just sums it all up perfectly. Instead of making you less of a developer, maybe, just maybe, AI is actually this incredible amplifier. It's something that allows you to more fully and quickly express the amazing developer you already had inside you all along. And you know what the best part is? This whole journey, from the initial doubt to this powerful realization, it is not something you are going through alone. Not by a long shot. The community response to Madsen's article proved just how many people are feeling this exact same way. Just take a look at this comment from Rushan Sharma. He completely nails it. He says AI makes him faster and braver, but that ghost of, "I should have done it the hard way," is still hanging around. It is such a shared experience. Here's another great perspective from a commenter named Dostasoft. They point out that our entire job as developers is about using and creating tools. I mean, think about it. We don't feel guilty for using an IDE or autocomplete, right? So, why should AI be any different? It's just the next, most powerful tool in the long evolution of our craft. And Daria Tsian echoes this, saying she's been through that same strange guilt, but came to this really powerful conclusion. AI isn't about replacing us. It's about expansion. It expands what we are all capable of building and creating. I think this final thought from Walter Green is just perfect. It's not about losing your identity as a developer. It's about expanding it. The real value was never, ever in the struggle itself. The value was, and always will be, in bringing ideas to life.
So let's just bring this all together. At the end of the day, I think the most important thing to remember is this really gentle truth from Madsen's article. Your job as a developer was never some kind of test to prove how much you're worth.
It was always about creation. It was about bringing something new and exciting into the world that just didn't exist before you made it. And no matter what tools you used to get there, whether it was a simple text editor or a crazy powerful AI, you did that. And that, right there, is what counts. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. If we accept that AI is just another incredibly powerful tool in our toolbox, well, that changes everything, doesn't it? The question is no longer, am I a cheater? Instead, the real question becomes, with this new power, what amazing, ambitious, and important things are we now challenged to build next?